If Brussels is the queen of design and avant-garde concepts in its hotels and creation, it owes it to a pool of designers who are always on the lookout for new ideas and who decided to settle in the capital and let city dwellers benefit from their originality. Today, it's a designer who is ahead of his time that we present to you, Eric Beauduin. He is an excessive artist, committed to accessories and leather. He's almost totally self-taught and serves the vintage trend with soft and practical bags with the look of great classics, but with a little extra soul. It is in his workshop boutique that this quiet creator reinvents his art and his experiences every day with pencils and scissors. Trained at Cambre before teaching classes himself at this prestigious Belgian art and design school, Eric Beauduin began his career in ready-to-wear with the label Beauduin Maison, then plunged into the art of shoes and accessories.
It was one of my first experiences, the shoe, the leather. That was the beginning. And then I worked at Delvaux for 2 years. It gave me a way to approach bags. So I did. I began making bags with the clothes recycling concept, in fabric first, then leather.
Although the famous Belgian leather house of Delvaux allowed him to plunge feet first into leather craftsmanship by observing the technique and its fundamentals, it was long-term, continual experience that forged his talent over the years.
I worked with a design studio, so it was pure creations with color. But it's true, I learned a lot about leather, because we added touches of color. There are leather workers that work specially for them, and that gave me a good knowledge of leather.
So many handbags, travel bags, laptop cases, smartphone cases that are available literally in every stitch. For a unique order or for the pure delight of making it, starting with recycled materials.
I was the first to do it, and now there are a few who do it in Belgium and other places. It was born from my love of details of clothing, my couture approach to the leather. I began with men's clothing. I really worked the cut. It came naturally with my work at Delvaux, my love for clothes, clothing detail. I began to deconstruct vintage clothing, and voila. After, there was the environmental aspect that came and made its mark. But it was more of a designer choice than a political stance.
His supply? Second-hand purchases in flea markets, raw materials that he selects piece by piece according to the details they can offer, and creations in which he puts all his inspiration. And everything starts from the leather jacket that he cuts.
Here we take it apart, start from zero. One tries to put the patterns on the most interesting details of the garment. Often it's the pockets, with everything that's sewing, details, interesting patina.
And now comes the collage and couture, a gesture that is patient, precise, and infinitely repeated.
We have pieces that combine several pieces. We have pieces that only show one piece of clothing. We select clothing based on the models we want to make.
It's luxury? Models that are different, infinitely customizable. Customizable to fit all your desires, based on a catalogue of beautiful pieces created over time and made to last.
I don't know how to talk about myself. It's a sort of ethic in regards to creative process. Even if I use new materials like linings, zips and snaps, I buy that in Europe. A sort of I stay on the same line. It's really that.
In his workshop, there is nothing ostentatious, just light to highlight, a concept created 10 years ago. Far from being futile, an accessory is something more.